Oh, welcome back, chat. Yeah, so you probably remember, you probably know what's going on. If you were watching, if you were watching last stream, you know what's going on. You guys are basically creating history. I need to quickly do something. So, if you could hold on real quick, then don't worry guys. Alright guys, alright. Okay, I've got the pin message for anyone who's new. One sec. Hi Benji Plays. Hi Blasting ACD. How is Croatia going? It collapsed during the Roman conquest. It collapsed. Hi Sad Picket. Did you know rabbit is a rabbit? Guys, I knew this personally. Rabbit is a rabbit. Rabbit is a rabbit. I gotta go. Right, bye ACD. I forgot we need some more lore. Do we have any lore for Giga Chad? Do we have any lore for Giga Chad, man? Actually, I forgot. Should I just make a flag pack for Giga Chad, man? Giga Chad, man. Giga Chad. Alright, so this is now inside of one of my flag packs. My only flag pack as well. It's just Giga Chad, man. Hi, Tay. Romania gets all the white in Europe. Can't do all the white, but I'll give it like half the white, and then if you expand it, then yeah, it will basically make it. Right. Romania. Romania. Make sure it's not communist. It hasn't started its communist revolution yet. Alright. The Giga Chads rose off history, proving to be OP or something. Brazil declares war on Colombia. If Brazil win, Colombia become a puppet. Alright. Let's just see what happens. Oh, that isn't good. I can't tell if they're winning or if they lost. I'm just gonna say it ends inside a ceasefire, so... After cleaning up the borders, these are the new borders. No puppetry or anything, because no one win nor lose. I don't know what I said there. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that one didn't win, one didn't lose. They kind of just spaced. Listen, guys, you have your chance right now. The entire of... Basically... Bobot from last stream with his Greater Welsh Colonial Empire, he is gone now. You guys have the chance before he joins the stream to make a nation a big colonial powerhouse. You have the chance. So I would take it if I were you. Brazil with its navy colonizes Ecuador. Pretty sure that's how you spell Ecuador. Well, it's not, but I like the darker flag more. Nice, so Colombia's surrounded. Democratic revolution in the Soviet Union, you know how this goes, yes I do. Pretty much just... yeah. No, you guys are supposed to fight to the death. Why is the Soviet Union became weaker recently? Alright, it's back, it's fixed. I want to protect the Welsh Empire because I don't want to make that random Welsh person sad. I don't even think he's Welsh. You never know. Canada expands west. Canada has... I need to make some law up. Canada has got the big stick's power. The big stick has gave Canada power to expand west to become a great national empire. We need religion. We need religion in this world. I say we create the religion of stickism. Does chat agree with the religion of stickism, yes or no? Does chat agree with the religion of stickism? Brazil can't expand northwest, like actually can't expand northwest. It's just a massive Colombian blocker. I think you're gonna have to invade Colombia again. Great religion would actually make peak law. Yeah. Literally. Forgot, did the Third Alliance? Yeah, the Third Alliance died. Religion for real would make peak law. The law would be that a stick randomly appears and, like, the stick gains sentience or something like that. Also, by the way, Gertrude's song coming out. Brazil invades Colombia with its navy. Brazil just likes to invade stuff. Oh, there goes Ecuador. There goes Brazil's land. Just a slight feeling you lost. Yeah, just a slight feeling you're lost. And this is the peace treaty. Actually, it's kind of loud. That's better. So, first religion in this alternate history is stickism. That's cool. Yeah, for real. So, Colombia can basically be Gran Colombia. It is just Gran Colombia now. That is just Colombia. Colombia's Gran Colombia. They are grand and they're Colombian. So Brazil has now been humiliated by Colombia, and maybe this in the law will like start these free puppets to start feeling like they can get revenge on Brazil. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if that happens. Keep forgetting what the weakest is. It's the Caribbean. Damn, Caribbeans are pathetic. In terms of money, really haven't been focusing on money, but the Soviet Union is officially broke. And the colonizers are still the richest, with the Brazilians coming up. Yo, what's up, World of Horizon? Hello, Falcon. Great Central American Republic located in the middle of South America. I don't understand why it's in the middle of South America, but sure, since it's, well, you know, it's technically the Central American Republic. Whatever, it works, it works. Oh my god, you stupid ads. I swear, bro. Central American Republic. Is there Central American? There's Central African Republic, there's Central Albanian, there's St. Vincent. I'm gonna take some inspiration off of the car's flag. What if I hear me out? Oh yeah, it looks great. Spotify and Twitch are prime examples of ads. Yeah, but I don't use Twitch. I understand Spotify, but I don't use Twitch. I don't understand. I'm late to this, ain't I? You're 12 minutes late. Wait, what are we doing? Look at the pinned message and it will basically explain. The law is that Central American Republic, people don't know North America exists. I mean, it is central. It is central, so it works. Yeah, you two were late for episode 1. You completely missed it. I say we just don't tell him. I say we just don't tell them, like, what the entire of episode 2 was, just to annoy them. I think that would be funny. But I watched a Twitch stream one time. What the f*** are they doing on Twitch? What are they doing on Twitch? You see, this is why I don't stream on Twitch. This is exactly the reason why I don't stream on Twitch. YouTube may have so many problems with it, but at least it doesn't have the ad curse that Jeffrey Bezos gave it. Do I exist? You do still exist, and you do still have all your puppets in your empire. And in fact, someone expanded your Canadian colony for you. I've got a feeling that unless decolonization happens soon, the Greater Welsh Colonial Empire is going to just become the biggest superpower. Hello, Albania Ball. Canada is now the well, not the second. The tribes don't count. So, Canada's now the largest nation on the map. Second is Australia, which is another puppet of the Welsh Empire. And third is the Mongols. If the guy who was expanding the Mongols comes back, then I've got a feeling that it's just over. The Mongols are just gonna destroy. The colonizers expand south. I'm surprised that they didn't even try to expand their French puppet. They just left them. Thank you, World of Horizon. Brazil attacks with its navy because it became mad. Are you talking about, thingy, Colombia? Yeah. I'm gonna guess they get humiliated again. Yep, they're getting humiliated. The Brazilians are getting... Oh, no. No, the Brazilians are trying. I would say that's a Brazilian dub. But since it wasn't too big of a dub, I'm gonna say in the peace treaty. Probably just minor gains. Colombia's out the top 10 now. USA expands west. I didn't even remember that the UFA disappeared. I thought the UFA still existed. The USA might become a problem for the Confederacy, but currently they're not. Currently the Confederacy and the US are actually allied, so... I expand colonies, also create Kenya and Chad. One sec. Oh, I almost destroyed it. Kenya. Kenza. Kenzevanar. Oh, that wouldn't have been good. I could have destroyed Kenya. You know, while it might suck being a puppet of the Welsh Empire, at least that's my best Chad, by the way. At least they don't get the ugly British flags. You know what I'm saying? Chad. What a Chad. Actually, no. Because one, we already have a flag with this. Two, we can add Giga Chad Man. Giga Chad Man is here. France expands north. Finally, France does something. Actually, we could just say France gets all of this, since it's not a lot left. 10 out of 10 Brazil. I think Ostdeutschland should be formed. Well, the capital of Germany is in Ostdeutschland, and they do have the Ostdeutschland flag. So technically, if this part of Germany, if a West Germany is formed, then we can literally have Ostdeutschland. We need St. Lucia Empire. Ooh. That ain't good. I was like, oh yeah, we can finally get the St. Lucia Empires. But then I saw that Bavaria owns all the land where we can put Luxembourg or Liechtenstein. Let's get those mixed up. There's a Welsh I approve of the empire. Nice, nice. Ah, you're half Welsh. That makes sense now. I expand the colonies I can. Soon Canada is just going to take more land than it had. I feel like while Brazil hasn't actively had a downfall, they're definitely falling off the list of strongest nations. And they aren't first in Serve the Gold either. As long as I can. Right, we're gonna have a big Nigeria. That's actually not that bad of Niger if it wasn't so fat. So Niger and Nigeria are united. Both the nations that sound like the racist word have united. Do we want the Welsh Raj to expand more out? I think we do. In fact, you know what? The Welsh Raj gets on Madagascar. The Welsh Raj has met King Julian. It is real. Australia's running out of space to expand. And by that I mean I think it's not able to expand anymore. Unite France. Alright. So the colonizers decide. So let's just say what happens is that the French try to fight for their independence. They push so hard back that they get their independence. And basically what happens is that all of the colonies become... all of, like, the colonizers' colonies become French colonies. I don't know what the point of being a bear is, random ads. I don't think there is a point in being a bear. Oh, I'm sure there was another colony that the colonizers had. Of the Caribbean? No, that was Finland. I'm gonna say they didn't. You guys can tell me if they had another colony. And France declares war on the Germans now. Oh, they pushed back Bavaria a bit, and while I didn't want to make a peace treaty for this one, I think we do need to slightly fix up the borders. Since, like, the point why I don't want to make a peace treaty for that one is because it was quite small. The gains. California is formed. Right. Sound the alarm bells. California is formed. We're all gonna die. California is formed. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. You know when California is formed, like, it's the end for us. It's the end of the world. Literally. So it's brown. Rip my creation, welcome back, colonizer France, for real. I make a colony in the ancient Uganda that connects my African colonies. How many we need a Welsh colony count. We need a Welsh Empire colony count. You know what this feels like? You know what these streams feel like? They feel like if Aziz Pro Wisco series, like, all of a sudden Aziz just decide, yeah, I'm just going to do them only on streams, and I am also going to, oh, what's it called? I was going to say something else, though. Yeah, but, like, you get what I mean, like, it feels like Aziz just decide, yeah, I'm just going to stream all of my Wisco things. Oh yeah, and do it on Ages of Conflict. That's what I was going to say. Democrats, so why does this always happen? Why does this always happen? Think about Ukraine. Don't you think Ukraine would want to have, you know, a revolution? Don't you think Ukraine would want to go against it? Why do you always do, like, a revolution of the government? Russia has had to have the most deaths inside of history now, right? California becomes the great rich empire, taking over a bunch of West USA. The Californians have rushed into the Baja California. I say the Baja California, it is just Baja California. Why did I say the? Why did I say the? I don't know. What about all of your colonies? Canadian Civil War. Whoa. The Canadians are going to see. Oh, what? I tried to. Oh, are they? I can't tell if they're in war or not. Okay, let's say this. So they are inside a civil war, and the Welsh are trying to land on them to gain power, so they have a few of these little, like, you know, coastlines, and maybe even a bit of land up here. And we'll just watch the Canadians try and fight their freedom. Will Canada get their freedom? That is a no. Canada is staying a puppet. But it is showing a lot of the colonies that they can just do what they want. It expands its African colonies a lot. And France and Wales now hate each other. Pretty valid. France and Wales hate each other. That's basically France and the UK throughout all of history. So we're just watching the collapse of the Welsh. I think we're just watching the collapse of the Welsh in 4K. I did a splendid job with that. Should get this first. Alright, we're watching absolute chaos unfold in the Welsh. Bloody ads. You know what I say? YouTube, if you're watching this, please get rid of all ads. That's much better. Alright, what is it? Russia's expanding? Where? Expand my colonies. We give colonies more freedom, like. The Great Welsh won't die. I don't see this going in any other way than Welsh hegemony for now. But we will see, we will see. Something terrible could happen to the Welsh in the future. Why is Canada getting so large? That's kind of worrying. What is this yes, no argument that you two are doing? Give the other people a chance to type. Yeah, you look like the UK. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. You do look like the UK. By the way, how does Nigeria have a good economy? How do all these puppets have a high economy? Like, good income? Like, I understand Congo, but... the damn ones with the Giga Chad faces on are just hilarious. Alright, so... objectively speaking, currently, France is very weak on money. And, Wales is an absolute powerhouse in terms of money. But I'm gonna intervene and give France, like, a bunch of gold, just because I want to see, like, an arms race. I'm sorry, God's intervening. Alright, arms race. I mean, the colonizers had a lot of money anyway, so it isn't even that bad. Okay, you'll need to give a chance for other people to speak. Like, World of Horizon has put, like, one message in chat, and, like, you two are just, like, typing, like, 10. literally going back and forth. A revolution to end all revolutions happens in Russia. Freedom movement aimed to stop debate with communists and Democrats. Alright, what's another sort of thing? We have fascism, anarchism. Yeah, and I guess the Ukrainians can revolt. The Belarusians can revolt. Okay. Can't think of any creative names. So it's actually just going to be called Fascist and Anarchist Russia. I actually want the white Belarusians to be in charge. I'm not watching it, I'm hearing it. We need a good anarchist Russia kind of flag. I'm feeling... Ooh. Maybe add a bit of... Ooh, that one. Yeah, I'm gonna say that is a great anarchist Russia. Oh, and then we have fascist Russia. I'm gonna take this one and slightly do that. I'm gonna add red for all the blood and victims to get. Actually, no. Oh, that looks like Austria. What about Yemen? But we can do it. Because Yemen doesn't exist yet, does it? Alright. I'm sorry if I've been neglecting chat this entire time. Welcome, hello, person with Arabic name that I can't say. We're just making the civil war to end all civil wars in Russia. The civil war to end all civil wars. The fascists or the Soviets? The fascists have won. That is not good at all. That ain't good at all. Alright. Maybe Ukraine can look a little nicer. Yeah, Ukraine looks nice. Right, the fascists have taken control of Russia. When that happens, the world ends. So I'm just going to end the game, just kidding. No ending. Alright. Do I need to time out people in chat? Because I think the chat is, yeah, the chat is Right, exactly, world. Exactly. They all need to stop fighting. It's just a game. Why you have to be mad? Albania takes Kosovo and Montenegro. If they want to do that, they're going to have to invade the Roma Union. Which last time they did that, they got absolutely crippled by them. And just barely made it out the Great Depression. Guys, stop. Exactly, exactly. Hello, Lady Ning. Hope I said that name right. I'm not good at pronouncing, necessarily. We send ally requests to Brazil. Brazil accepts. What do you call this great alliance with Ireland, Brazil, and Wales? Do you call this like the United Nations of your world? Queen Dynasty goes to war. I'm gonna say it goes to war with the one nation it can. So, oh. Can Oman become a nation? Of course Oman can become a nation. Damn it, why is the internet? Okay, actually. It's fine, it's fine. I don't know why it's... Why is it so buggy? Why is it so buggy? Sorry if you guys are having a bad experience with all the bugginess. It's just a normal thing on my channel. Oh man. Oh man. Where is it capital? Muscat and Oman is just... I like how it's just red. Alright. So we do that. We get a red. And we just go. By the way, great song. Oman is in here. Maybe your graphics card broke. That's why it's laggy. Also, thanks for the mod. No problem. So they invades the islands near them, Corsica and stuff. Alright. Instant takeover of Corsica, Sardinia, and these islands that I literally cannot remember the name of. Ages of conflict, isn't it? Yep, ages of conflict. Happens with my flag map. Alright. France and Germania ally, and Switzerland is annexed by France. I don't think this is Switzerland. I don't think this is Switzerland. And you're allies with them anyways. Right. This seems like an arms race now. Like an actual arms race. The Great Welsh Colonial Empire is winning. Just to let you know, when flag painting, right click on the colour to get one. What does that mean? I'm gonna test it out. What's a flag that I can just get back easy? Indiana. When flag painting, right click on a colour to get one. So I can just... Oh, that actually helps. It helps quite a lot. Texas becomes a country. Oh no. Alright. So I'm gonna guess that is revolution inside of the Confederacy. The Confeds have had a revolution. Texas. that. Oh, right. Peace treaty. I think we know that Texas gets its sovereignty. Alarm forms up at small size. Don't even need to explain that. It's literally, they're all usually small size when they start.
I feel warm around you. Come with me to the cinema if you'll have me.
What? Shut up with the ads, man.
Son of a nutcracker.
You know, there's one thing I hate, and that is ads. Iran, Iran, I like this one. Uruguay has a civil war. What? Right, so Uruguay is going to try its title. Right, so we're gonna need some Brazilian assistance here. Can Uruguay gain independence? No, it cannot. Uruguay's tried so much to gain independence, by the way. We expand our colonies. Alright, I don't know who necessarily we is. But I'll expand your colonies. Lolo guy got cooked. For real. Absolutely murked. As a fisher would say. I am not a fisher. I don't know why I said that. I forgot the Gazis existed. Actually, I think, yeah, you're gonna have to create a new colony soon because, like, I can only expand your Canadian colony right now. Greater Gaziland. What is this, man? Oh, I guess the Gazis are now taken over of Germany. Well, fascist Germany. Surely that's the only fascist countries that will come into existence, right? Shut up with the ads. Oi, look at you. Look at you and your glasses. Yeah, you can't put them on because you can't see. France expands its colonies an insane amount. You can't do an insane amount, man. That's way too much. And the only colony you can expand is Morocco. So, like, you're not much better from Verbot. In fact, I think you're worse from them. Because yours is smaller. Texas sets a colony in Iceland. Why? I don't know. I don't know what the hell any of this is. Chat's just making things up and I'm doing it. I like this Iceland flag. Iceland government. Okay, now I'm getting, like, too serious about who could be watching my vids. But Iceland government if you're watching this, change your flag back to this. I'll make his colony between Sudan and Uganda. What is a country? It's around Sudan and Uganda. You're gonna have to make up an idea, for what? For a name of a place, because I can't think of a singular country as between Sudan and Uganda. So, why is Russia so just... Yeah, why is Russia just... death and suffering? I said a civil war, not an attack and you get half of it. Civil war's a fight to the death, so I don't know why I keep doing it normal. Right now, the fascists have done their thing of just making stuff too powerful. Reform Germany. I mean, what do you mean by reform Germany necessarily? Are you saying ask France for a bit of land, let France give you a bit of land and then annex Bavaria, or... Actually, no, you can't ask them because you're against them. Are you saying attack France and attack Bavaria? Soviet, yeah, I did that. I make Turkish and Greek colony. The Ottomans, I'm not sure how the Ottomans feel about that. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you... Also, I'm pretty sure last time this ad was on, never mind. I thought it was a long ad. This is a long ad, I can get rid of this. Are you saying puppet the Ottoman Republic, or are you saying make a completely new nation? USA expands west. Alright. You know, I like how inside this universe, the Confederacy and the USA are kind of allies without being allies. If that makes sense. I find it funny. Texas declares war on the Confeds. Last time this happened, it was... Oh, no. No, and I'm going to say this time they just annex it, because can't really get any weaker. Which also means they now puppet Iceland. Iceland's now puppeted by the Confeds. Stop the Russian wars, bro. Yeah, like, seriously. I mean, like, make old Germany be back. Ah. Welcome back, Osters. Try and survive. Wait, why are they actually doing good? Why are they actually kind of winning? Oh damn, they actually won. I thought they were going to lose. And the fact that the Russian wars were likely started because I made a joke about Russia not doing anything. Just because Russia wasn't doing anything, it went all out into crazy civil wars. It hasn't even gained that much land, it's just been kind of stopped with civil wars. Like, what I meant by, like, it's not doing anything is that, like, give it land. Not make it last for thousands of civil wars. That pixel was annoying me. Mark my word. Okay, I'll mark it. I hit it. I marked it. Yay. Do I make the most stupid jokes? I feel like I make the most stupid jokes ever. Oh, I know what Forbot can put in between. North Congo. North Congo. Congo. And that's not how you spell Congo. I know this is a different place in the Congo, but I like it, the idea that this is the flag. Right. What's chat been saying? Ally with Germany. Right, you're allied back with the Germans. Not sure how much that's going to help you, but... Greater Estonia. Alright. So the Estonians are coming out their shell a bit. You think this time Estonia will be able to join Nordic, or do you think they'll still, like, not be allowed? I think they'll still not be allowed because, like, Estonia cannot enter Nordic. Soviet Germany uprising. So we've had we had Soviet Russia uprising, we've had Fascist Germany uprising, now we have Soviet Germany uprising. German Socialist Union has been formed. We'll make it this. Wait. Because actually, like we'll make it East Germany. We can't make it East Germany, alright? So get ready. We're going to pick the red. Actually, no, you shouldn't get rid of the yellow. I like it. Well, that's now the German Socialist Union flag, so enjoy it. Alright, let's watch this go down. Yep, now the Germans are communists. Hey, why is every single nation becoming communist? Russia expands east. Finally, Russia expands somewhere. Finally, actually. Genuinely, finally. Like, we spent ages just waiting, honestly. Alright. Fully new colony in Greece and Turkey, also puppet the almonds.
Fame. The Fragrances by Robin.
Greek Republic. didn't think I would be seeing colonies inside of Europe. Here we are, here we are. Can Estonia enter Nordic? Let's see what Finland says. No, greatly exaggerated, Georgian mapper. Just no, no. We ally the Soviet Germans if they win. They did win. No, that's a puppet. Damn it. Ally. Welcome into the alliance. The Arc of Global Revolutions. I feel like we shouldn't be focusing on global revolutions and instead should be focusing on trying to fill out the map. Like, still somehow we haven't filled out the map and we're now doing colonies. Are we about to see the war of the century? Literally. We're literally about to watch, I think. Let Georgia map a timeout for 24 hours. Okay, I think if I go all the way back... One sec. Yeah, Fabot was the one who started the argument, so... I'm not timing out anyone. I would time out Fabot if I wanted to, but... Even if he started the argument, I'm not doing it. I don't time out people unless they call me weird stuff like that other guy who was on at a point. Roma Union declares war on the Albanian Empire. You see, while all of this arguing's gone, you've got little people like Sad Picket who has just played. You see, man, you see, this is how it should be played. How Sad Picket does it. At least I think that's how it's said. Alright, so... Basically, everything stays the same in borders, except for the fact that the Albanians are now a puppet. I don't think we want to explain that one for bot. I don't think we want to. I expand my colonies. You mean you expand your colony? Because again, like I said, you can only expand one right now. Because all the others are inexpandable. By the way, this Morocco looks hideous. Can't wait till we have Mali. Please, bro, why are you ignoring me? I haven't seen a single message from you, actually. I think your messages are getting, I think your messages are just, like, getting silenced. I think you're getting silenced from YouTube. What's this ad? Why I would, you know, I would ask. Ally with the Roma Union. Okay, this is good. Nearly all of Europe has finally been filled out. We only have just a few little pockets of land. And also big Scandinavia. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Benji. While you are a fan for sure, you're not the first. There have been many fans. I don't think you have met B2 yet. I think he was my first fan, if I'm correct. Yeah, B2. He was my first fan, so better look out for him because that was my first fan. Estonia declares war on Finland because they cannot enter Nordic. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Other than this site change, like, do I need to change anything? Nothing basically happened. See, we could call Finland Greater Finland at this point. Roma Union expands east. Actually, yeah. Wow, alright. So all we have is this little pocket, and Scandinavia. Can the Albanian Empire be light red or dark red? It's hard to see with the borders. When it's a puppet, the colours basically, like, turn to the colours of the nation. So if I, like, turned it to light red, it would probably just stay the same colour. Oh, no. No. You can turn it. Alright, that's a bit better. Why aren't my messages going through? Oh my god. The last messages you said were, we will win and her. We invade the French. You don't have a sea border, one sec. Let the invasion begin. What? How? How are the Germans that strong? I can't tell if this is World War II Germany or a new communist faction. Especially after that. France becomes a puppet to the German socialists. Brittany gets taken by the Welsh colonial empire. And now we're going to decide the colonies. We're now going to decide which get the colonies. Okay, we're going to decide if the German socialists get the colonies or the Great Welsh colonial empires or even Ireland. We're going to decide the colonies from the French on that. Right, let's start with Algeria. Why am I doing like a bid? I'm bidding a nation's life. I don't think it was a great war. I think it will be remembered for the humiliation of France. Anyways, I'm going to decide that I think Spanish Empire will get the Moroccan puppets. These two puppets are... Can a tiny part of France become the colonizers again? Can a tiny part of France become the colonizers again? We'll see what Fabot says about that, because I'm not sure Fabot will be too happy. Just to say, I don't think Fabot will be too happy. The extent people go in a King live stream is insane nowadays. Yeah. I think the German Socialist Union might collapse. I think they're too strong. They own people that want their freedom, the fascists and the Democrats. They own Poland. they own most of France, Belgium, parts of Scandinavia, and are probably going to invade Bavaria and take this land. What's the problem, World Horizon? Well, people, society. He's the Joker, you see. He's the Joker, alright? So, you know how the Joker hates society? Yeah. That's World Horizon. In a nutshell. That's World Horizon. Alright, Canada's about at 10,000 in land. Go my fourth latest short and that's it. Oh, we don't talk about the World of Horizon shorts. They're pretty chaotic. I'll say that. Just a question, will episode 3 be tomorrow? No. Episode 3 I think will be after tomorrow. If I'm correct, but... Alright, currently... the world looks like this. We still, by the way, have a lot of time. Stream's not going anywhere. But currently, Canada's at the top. The bottom's still the Caribbean nation. Like, at this point, just let Hispaniola take you at this point. You're so weak. Just let Hispaniola take you. We expand Canada to its modern borders. You still can't do that. You need to expand a bit more. A bit more. That's the most you can currently expand. Canada looks pretty good. I think we're getting to the point where the world makes colonies instead of nations. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you. What was the last nation we had? I think it was Greater Estonia, and that was like 20 minutes ago. I mean, technically the colonies could gain their independence in the future. Oh wait, no one ever got Greenland. Okay. And look at who I think would be eligible. I think it would be funny if I gave Ireland Greenland. I'm gonna give Ireland Greenland, just for the fun of it. Colonies stuck, but they're good for us. Expand Canada again. At this point, all you can get... At this point, you are basically modern-day Canada borders. At this point, this is modern-day Canada borders. That video is only that's how you use Swart's algorithm. Sorry, I thought it was about your whole thing about how you're literally in a, like, whole, like, crisis. Create Sweden. Finally, someone creates a good nation. Yes, I approve of Sweden. Don't even need to change the colour on, so just gonna do that for yeah. Indian War for Independence. Right. If the Welsh gain their independence, they're no longer. Oh, hang on. I was going to say if the Welsh gain their independence. Sorry. If the Raj gains their independence, they're now India. But if they lose, they're still a puppet, which they are still a puppet. I think the Welsh Empire is just too strong at this point to get defeated. Wow, that's a very early downfall for the Welsh Empire, isn't it? It started in episode 1 and then instantly episode 2 just it like collapses. One sec. Alright, so I just had a little glitch. Yeah, you killed your only competitor. I think you are going to have to just give up your colonies soon, so you can do it all again. A bit like, you know, a bit like how Britain is now. Britain is literally like, Britain just gave up all their colonies inside after World War II because they had no competitors, and now they're probably wanting to take them back. By the way, has anyone got any ideas for what the stick religion has become? Stickism. What has happened with stickism? And are there any other religions? For what plays Brazil Situation 2.0? I mean, Brazil's in a good spot. I would say... Well, oh, I didn't even notice the absolute absurdity of these borders. Seems to be. What's this alliance? Oh yeah, I forgot. So you remember when, like, France added Roma into their alliance? Well, now that France is gone, Roma has still kept their alliance with Bavaria. So now it's Roma's, like, alliance, basically. You know what, there's only one thing that the UK can really do now. I think the UK is going to have to snitch on their neighbours. They're going to have to invade their literal allies if they want to enjoy the good old days again. New religion is major African religion called Fuism, definitely not set up for African nationalism. Yeah, and that African nationalism is definitely not something that is going to make the rest of the world be like, oh yeah, I can do the same. For example, Welsh Raj, Australia, New Zealand, Finnish East Indies, Vietnam, and what else is there? And France, and Albanian Empire, and Uruguay, Argentina, Patagonia, Hispaniola, Caribbean, Mexico, you get the point. Greenland, Iceland, blah blah blah. I'll never invade Germany. They took my enemy. What if Germany has a civil war? Would you invade them then? Because someone could just decide to make Germany have a civil war. USA declares war on Canada. Do-do-do-ba-do-boo. Oh, God, no, the border gore, the border gore. Oh. Right. The US has a peace treaty. The US is going to take all of Quebec, all of this land, blah de blah de blah, all of it. And Canada's basically going to be reduced to this, where it can't even access the UK. Basically, that is going to make the Canadians want a civil war. That's why I did that. For it would make more tension. World's attacks the USA. Well, let's see. Oh, the US did it again. Well, I have an even better treaty for this one. The beginning of the collapse. Canada succeeds from the Welsh. Right after the US gave them sovereignty in the second fight they did. Wales lands in the US. This music's perfect. This music is perfect. Actually, that was kind of short. I want to see it again. No, don't make the music actually not work. Alright. So, let's say that this part becomes like a sort of North Algeria that France had in Africa, where it's like, it's a colony, but it's technically a part of the nation. England rebels from Wales. This is it. The collapse is here. The Welsh are gonna try their hardest. Oh, they did it. The Welsh actually survived. England again? Okay, clearly this is the end of the Welsh Empire, right? They managed to win twice. I don't know how much longer they can win. Twice. How are you so good at doing it? Anyways, either way, we still are starting to see the collapse of the Welsh. I mean, the USA defeated them twice, gave Canada independence, the Welsh have made a slight sort of gain, and have had a civil war twice. Like, they just barely won one of them. You know how they were going to betray the Allies? What journey betrays them? North America's side is lost. Yeah, you've kind of lost North America. I say just focus on the side of making more land in Africa, maybe go into Arabia a bit, and then just chill out, because that's what, you not chilling out is what's killing you. I think that's pretty easy to say. Here or I leave. If you don't see my message, I leave. You're... okay. Sorry, I think your messages weren't showing up. Federation and the USA unite. Yes! They unite. Great idea, great idea. If you ignore the message, I leave your life. I literally said it twice, bro. I don't know what to say, Benji. Like, literally, your messages aren't coming up. I don't know what just, like, actually trying to say, but, like, literally, like, YouTube censoring it. Okay, I can't divide the US into 600 states. That is too many states. I'll spend the entire rest of the stream doing that. That's a bit too much. Yeah, you're Puppet Iceland. What happens now? Basically, this world seems like it hasn't really been... Like, this world takes huge breaks, has a big chaotic war, and then takes huge breaks. Quebec rebels from the USA. How did I not know that? I can just do that. Right. Quebec. How's there not Quebec in the ultimate flag pack? There is, but it's with, like, twiddly. Why? I don't know. Oh, they won. Alright then. Right, well, I guess American Union isn't as strong as I thought it was. England rebels from Wales. Where have I heard this before? Just barely. Technically the English one. Wales. I don't think you're gonna like this peace treaty for bots. It's going to be a very, very sad peace treaty. So, right, you're going to keep your thing in Brittany, now goes to the Germans. At least they're allies, so that's good. The British have now reduced you back to Wales. Technically, you're still the Greater Welsh Colonial Empire because you are a colonial empire. But England's going to take some colonial lands from you. You get to keep this inside America. Just a couple. Alright. Egypt. Sudan. Kenya. All go to England. And you're probably wondering, like, that isn't so bad. That's only 3. That's only 3. Right? 3. Well, the entire of Australia goes to England. And now, your worst nightmare has arrived. The British Empire. Technically still with the England flag for some reason. England joins the Roma Alliance. This will be absolutely devastating for the Welsh. Hey, you haven't lost all your work. You have the Welsh Raj. You have still quite a lot of lands in Africa, like Libya, Nigeria, Chad, North Congo, Uganda. You have this. See, you haven't lost all your work. You just lost a lot of it. Currently, Mongol Empire has had peace for a while. I feel like the Mongols have had peace for a bit too long. Is there any law we can make with, like, the Mongols? Like, how they've had just a bunch of chaos? Can we make any law with that? We need some law. I've lost so much anyway. I'm gonna be honest. My idea for a peace treaty was gonna be much harsher. I had the idea of getting rid of all your African colonies and Welsh Raj and just having this and New Zealand. Okay, finally I see your message, Benji. Brazil attacks Colombia. You need your colonies back. Have you thought about the idea of making new colonies? Right, the border's basically back to what it was. Yeah, actually, Forbot... Is Forbot... Oh no! Forbot's actually fell down. Forbot's fell down to 6th. Still have British Empire, but now the top is Brazil. 2nd the Spanish. 3rd the Finnish. 4th Roma. And then... Oh no, they just beat the Germans. Yeah, you do need enough, to be honest. And look, you're coming back. You're coming back. You're at the top. You're at the top of income. You're in the most income. Now you're not, but you were. Why do I feel like Wales is going to become ultra-nationalist? I've got a feeling Wales is going to become ultra-nationalist and start a big, great war called World War One, and it's going to echo through history how chaotic it is. And this ultra-nationalist league is going to try and take over the world, only for one nation who has the strongest powerful in the world to just wreck it and make it even worse in a state than it was before. Well, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I'm fighting England. Good luck. He did it. Oh my god, he did it! Albeit with the Germans' help, but he won. He won! Your colonial empire is back! The Welsh redemption arc is real! The Welsh redemption arc, I think that's all Britain's colonies, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. You did it! Yeah, I made your colonies under you. Also, by the way, my playlist just ended.
Showtime ain't always go time.
Alright. Good job, Fobot. I'll go for Canada later, but I'm not right now. Wales still lost their crown jewel, Canada, but they're still kicking. Yeah, I know, right? How does Wales realistically do this? US declares war on Quebec. Alright. They successfully did it. So they keep all of this in up Northland. Alright. Can someone just say, for like Sweden, fascist Russia, Roma Union and German nationalists, or German Socialist Union, to just expand already, so we can fill in Europe at least? Russia expands north. Yes! Yes! Oh, everything's starting to look good inside of the world. I mean, it is a fascist version, but like, You know? At least it expands. What the hell is going on with my stream? I don't know if you're getting it as well, but my stream's just having so much lag. If chat can hear me, then they probably also have a Is chat also facing significant amounts of lag? Oil time. Chat hasn't said. I feel like chat is also facing lag. Alright, the Saudis are back. Albeit under a puppet regime, but still. By the way, thought I would mention, Brazil is currently one of the... Brazil used to be the largest nation, and now it's like 8th. It literally is declining rapidly. Can Union is the first country to... Okay, how about this, world? Nuclear bombs will not exist until we fill out the map fully. Until we get rid of all the tribes, nuclear bombs will end. How about that? Because it is kind of soon, and it'll be super annoying having nukes dropping while there's still tribes. So I want to know if it's possible if we could wait till we've got rid of all of the tribes to start nukes. Got it, okay.
Discover great style and savings in the Oak Furniture Lounge Black Friday sale.
With that being said, there is only 2 different parts of Europe left that have tribes. We have the Czech lands, and we have like Savory, Italy. Sweden can't expand west, so I'm going to say they're going to expand upwards into Svalbard.
There's only one way to win. You have to adapt.
How's the US set a colony in China? I don't know. This is a weird version of the world. China. Sorry for my offensive Chinese language. China without the communism. That'd be provisional China. How do we make provisional China look more appealing? Where's the Queen Dynasty here? I'll go back to Q. I've went past Q, haven't I? No, I haven't. Damn it, I'm so stupid. Q. So we have Quaklungo, Qatar, Quebec, Queensland. Oh, so we don't have Queen. Do we have Ming? We don't have Ming. Great. I guess we'll pick provisional China. Not a good flag. We expand Saudi Arabia. Let me guess. You want your nice oil, don't you? Roman Union takes the Czech lands, or whatever they're called. Yeah, I would say they're the Czech lands as well. World's being Britain is the most unreal thing ever. And Saudi Arabia.
Well, the best recipes they left, unwritten, add a good pinch of generosity. Yeah, you keep stirring until you get a thick and homogeneous jus of time and people.
Stepping forward to take them global. Javier is just that guy. Will they ever meet?
Why is it the damn Ukraine flag? Okay.
She doesn't even know who that kid is. They could revolutionize her brand in seconds. And Kay doesn't know that Cannonball here is just who she needs for her U.S. expansion. You'd never think,
Damn ads.
would do business together, but they would if introduced to this one. Oh, it's basically
Actually, this ad seems long. Oh my god, it's a minute. We expand Saudi Arabia to Egypt. Saudi Arabia is finally in the top 10. So I have Oman, UAE, and Saudi Arabia in Arabia. Also Iran and Ottoman Republic, but they're lesser currently. And they're not even really in Arabia. We need our oil. Too Welsh. Well, how are you going to make it less Welsh? Oh yeah. Crab rave time. We're going to rave our crabs like we crab our raves. Crabber raver. Expand China. I'll never get over this face. You capitalists, as the Soviets call you. Communist? I'm not even communist. What is going on? Russia expands east. Guys, I think there's a bigger debate. Then I think there's a bigger importance than if you guys are capitalist or communist. I think it's more important to focus on the fact that a fascist country is expanding in large waves while you guys are arguing over oil. Fascist is wild. He's not even called fascist. There's a literal fascist country expanding and you guys are talking about yourselves being fascist. Like, I think there's more important things to focus on. You know, more important things. Like the German Socialist Union, the fascist Russians, the Mongol Empire. You know? These large nations getting a lot of power. By the way, what's income looking like? Oh, damn. So the entire world is broke. Really, the entire world is broke. Except for some of, well, Wales's puppets. The Spanish Empire, the Roman Union, the Ottoman Republic, Belarusia. And the one with the highest and best income is currently the American Union, with a really powerful income. Yeah, I think you guys will probably want to gang up on Russia soon. The Greater Welsh Colonial Empire is catching up. They are now third. They're about to beat the Spanish in money. You haven't had a Russian Revolution for a while, hooray. Yeah, but I feel like that's about to happen because, like, you know, it's crazy that we have so many revolutions and, like, the one revolution that actually survives and works out is the worst one. Communist revolution. You jinxed it. Democracy. God, now there's 2 revolutions. I mean, Russia's been able to kind of industrialize a bit. So hopefully that comes in clutch. Alright, fight to the death. You aren't deciding on... This is a revolution. You're supposed to fight to the death. Alright, the fascists are gone. Communists or capitalists? The communists win. Again. Hi, Ethan. Well, I think it's too late to split Russia in 2. Yeah, time to continue on the Mongols. I kind of expected that. A lot has happened since you were gone. The Welsh almost lost everything to an English revolt. The Welsh have kind of collapsed, actually, because they've lost all of American influence, except these 2 parts they integrated in. America has become a global superpower, who owns colonies as well. Russia has had thousands more revolutions, and finally got together at one point that was fascist, but then lost it all to a communist. And more nations in Europe. America and Wales attack Russia. I'll just let you look at the map and you can see what happened. Okay, Benji? Yeah. The world is kind of, you know. They're not fascist anymore, they're communists. The Mongol Empire starts expanding. Of course. Good old Mongols. They mon and they go. I don't even know what a mon is. Whatever. Mongols are now catching up. The Soviets, not you, the Soviets are not communists. What is going on? Chat has erupted into chaos. Oh yeah, by the way, Benji, Brazil has went from 1st place to 7th place inside of the largest nations. You kind of been neglecting Brazil quite a bit compared to last time. Yo forgot nothing in the tree said we can attack the revolt. Mongols expand in China. Alright, this technically doesn't mean war, because he said expand, not fight China. So the Chinese puppet that the Americans have are fine for now. Don't worry, it's not on there. Ah, okay, you want to. I make sense. US-China expands. Alright. These boards look so off. I'm just going to change them just because. I mean, the Mongols are probably going to gain much more land anyway, so they probably don't care. Alright. Money's getting thrown around everywhere. I think that you guys need to do something called giving independence to your colonies. I think you guys are going to have to decolonize a little bit. I mean, Canada has kind of shown everyone that when you colonize, it means you're dead. Okay, now for bots literally just trying to offend the people. Although maybe not the people necessarily here, because maybe the Packers want to be independent. So Pakistan's going to get much bigger than in their timeline because they don't have all of Pakistan, you see. Pakistan. I like this flag. Alright, orders up. Come and take your meal.
Converting my farm into a crisp business. It was difficult to start with.
I use Gemini and Sheets.
What does that mean, not fight?
Quicker trains and just make better decisions.
I'll give you Tibet, but I don't necessarily understand mean.
So I started
what means like we expand into territory that is a nation, but we don't fight the nation. Romania's territory expands westward. What have I done? Damn California. Surely it's annoying for the American Union to get to their Chinese puppet because, like, California exists blocking them off. Your Finnism has started to become a nationalist religion, sorry. Okay, Brazil has continued expansion. Actually, why not just... Brazil has started to come back. Among Us, okay, bye Benji. Making a new colony called Myanmar. Alright. Yeah, see you, Benji. Wait a sec, Ethan. JK. Myanmar. That's not how you spell Myanmar, is it? Yeah, Myanmar. The Welsh are back at it again. I'm going to start expanding. Where's west? West is that way. The Mongols are now, I think, the largest. Yeah, they're the largest. Expand Pakistan and Myanmar. You know, not a lot has happened to Finland. California decides to unite into America. Alright. Yeah, the Mongols are definitely going to be a threat. Uruguay expands west. Uruguay is more like Rio de Janeiro now. Sudan fights for independence. Oh, this isn't good. Last time a nation tried to fight for independence, it led to... Wait, what? Alright, so I have to do it manually. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Wait, isn't it supposed to be like... Oh yeah, sorry. So you're supposed to be puppet. Well, guess Sudan stays. That was probably a bit of interfering, but I don't care. US defends Sudan. Oh, too late. Also, did Wales and the American Union become... Yeah, I think so. Mongols declare war on Iran to make it a puppet nation. I think that backfired. Just a hint. Just a hint that it backfired. US-China takes over the rest of Chinese land. Hang pom pon ting, hang chong tiado, hang chen hon a ven chain, and no. Hang chen han ti, hang chen no, hang chen on a ven chen, and no. Keep Sudan under me. How much more can send out? Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't seem like it's going to be long till the Welsh collapses.
With Nicorette, I'm finally quitting for real. Refusing to give in, because real freedom is worth it.
Nicorette helps you enjoy freedom from smoking and vaping. Nicorette, quitting made real.
Am I enjoying shopping? With prices rolled back down low. Let it snow.
Damn ads. Mongols would be forces to expand. Okay. The worry here is that the Soviets are going to get surrounded. You remember how you guys wanted to invade the Soviets? Well, I don't think the Soviets are now the nation you want to invade. I think there's a much bigger threat now that you should be invading. That is now the largest country on Earth, and has been the largest country so far in history. If you haven't guessed yet, it's the Mongols. Yeah, I think you'll need to get rid of the Mongols. Think about it. Once you take the Mongols, once the Mongols take all of the tribes, the Mongols can just have free reign in Europe. What is chat saying? Imagine if an American Union presents the biggest war in US history. Soviet Union expands east. Right, I'm ready for this biggest war in history sort of thing. I want to know who it is the US fighting. I think new colonies, Mali and Ghana. I don't actually know where Ghana is. Can I make the Ivory Coast instead? Mali. Yeah, you definitely have dominance in Africa. Again, that Sudan thing. Yeah, the streamer sagging. But again, that Sudan thing definitely going to affect the bot. Mongols would expand in the Caucasus with boats. Or okay, guys, I'm just gonna go quickly, so just wait right there. Sorry about the wait, chat. Sorry all about the wait. I'm back now, so I'm looking at chat and we'll continue, okay? Master storyteller. Okay, what's chat saying? Okay, shut up with the gambling ads. I don't see that as a USIC tree in my eyes. Plus it looks stupid. We expand Saudi Arabia colony north and change its name to the Arabian Union. You see, I like the Arabian Union. What I don't like about the Arabian Union is that it probably will stop the Ottoman Republic from becoming an empire. which I really have been wanting to see. I really want to see like an Ottoman Empire sort of thing. News World's finally is the first country to invent tanks. Let's go, man. You know, this seems bad. Oh god, are we not gonna have an Ottoman Empire? We aren't gonna have an Ottoman Empire, are we? Literally, the only place the Ottomans can expand now without fighting is Turkey and Cyprus. Alright. Heck, he even gets Anu, because that isn't owned by anybody.
Thanks to SAP Business Suite, increases efficiency with the power of AI-optimized processes.
Oh god. What is a Siberian place? Does anyone know places in Siberia? So I can make a flag. What is this? I don't want to say anything, but I just think that might be a Nazi Germany flag without the other half of the swastika. What do you guys think? You can basically just do a Poland style flag with green as bottom. Green as bottom. White as top. Alright. I gotta go now, bye. Bye, Benji. Alright. This is kind of worrying. Why is... I feel very worried about the entire of Asia. Like, not just a bit. Just like the whole of Asia is looking worrying. You got the Soviets at the top. You got Americans making colonies in China and Siberia. And then you've got the Mongols spraying a giant influence over. And you've got the Welsh making huge colonies everywhere. Like, doesn't this seem a bit worrying, the future of Asia? Like, at least Europe's a bit divided, but, like, Asia is, you know?
Lose yourself in the festive feeling. Try Airwick Essential Mist. Now infused 2 times more essential oils, it also glows as it mists. Set the festive mood with mulled wine. and create a winter wonderland out of it.
In a world speeding to claim on
Does chat have any ideas?
could cost you more than 30% of what you're owed. Put yourself in pole position. Don't rush. Be ready.
Any ideas, chat?
Back from the SCA.
Oh, so we're now just blocking off Iran and the Ottomans now, huh? God, why does everyone hate the idea of just having, like, a world where no colonization happens? Switzerland doesn't exist on the map. It got taken over by Bavaria. Sorry. United States is doing a potential steamroll in Europe from Mongolia. Or Brexit. In Asia, it will probably be Mongols versus me in America, since you're saying me are chill now. Mongols would start attacking Iran again for some reason. Alright, so we have a personal vendetta against Iran and the Ottomans, I see. And again, it looks like the Iranians are winning. Oh, no. I would say that's a potential loss. Yeah, goodbye Iran. Alright, the Caspian Sea has been surrounded by the Mongols. The Soviet Union declares war on the Mongols. Not good for either side. No matter which one wins, it's not going to be good. Oh, it's actually kind of close. I'd say the Soviets won that, though. Alright, well, the Caspian Sea's contested again. Just when you think peace is launched in the Caspian Sea, then the Soviets come. The Soviets are about to beat Canada in size. Whenever a nation beats Canada in size, that usually isn't good. Switzerland comes back, takes over Bavaria. The ultra-nationalist Bern government has came back. Will they take over? They have taken over Bavaria. By the way, here are the alliances. And there's only one alliance now. Because Bavaria's gone. So their alliance with Rome is over. Anyways, the Welsh have the only alliance. US Siberia expands westward. USA, you didn't declare war on the USSR. Don't take this as an insult. I mean, I think he wants to. I think he wants to attack USSR. Ooh. USSR. USSR. Help the USSR. Guys, hear me out. If we defeat the Mongol Empire, create a United Nations alliance. You know that would be good. How do the Wait, actually, how do the Mongols get a colony in Alaska? Whatever. Actually, just before we do that. Mongols are colonizing. Would you believe it? Alaska. How the Mongols colonizing? I don't know. Just go with it. Quite low again in Sove land. Let's make the UN. Okay, maybe not massive, yes. USSR declares war on the Mongols again. The USSR is literally threatening Mongol sovereignty. But the Mongols know how to fight. The Mongols do be fighting better. Oh. Well, that's kind of worrying. The Mongols got their land back. The Mongols got their land back. That's not good. We leave our alliance to join the UN. Okay, so you leave the Germans in the dust. And you leave Brazil in the dust. Wait, who else is in your alliance? No, I'll leave Ireland with you. Who was in... I forget who was inside of the UN. Was it just the Soviet Union? Okay, this is the beginner imprint. This is the blueprint for the UN. The UN's beginnings is here. Queen comes back and annexes Mongolia. Let's see if the Queen can defeat... Oh, the Queen are massive.
Get 2 pairs from £5.70 a month, including 20% off and an advanced eye test. Vision Express. Step out with confidence.
Okay. The Queen are officially back. That's going to definitely tip the power scale a bit. Hello, Bakuda. I cooked the USSR. Yeah, I think you cooked the USSR. USSR expands south. You know, we're getting really close to getting rid of all the tribes on Earth. That the Mongols are going to be bigger than the tribes soon. Yeah, I know you're Amiga. I remember you from Kaiser Ball's old streams. Don't know if he's still doing it or not. Mind that you don't have to ask me to do anything. Just say USSR does control everything. We control every nation. Yeah, we do. Exactly. Oh, I don't like these borders one bit. I think we need Phobot to go ahead and just simply get rid of that land. Alright. So, you're saying the Canadians that the Americans helped gain their independence, and a Spanish puppet team up against the US. Is this correct? Okay. Let's see if the US can handle this. Oh, they're destroying Canada. They didn't destroy Mexico, but they wrecked Canada. And when I mean wrecked, I mean wrecked. Something tells me they shouldn't have invaded Canada. Or Canada shouldn't have invaded America. American Union declares war on Quebec. Damn ads. Alright. So Quebec is winning by a lot. I'm honestly going to keep the borders like this because I really think these borders are nice. I don't know. Why is this game just got some of the nicest borders, and like in my usual games they all just turn into chaos?
TJ, you have 60 seconds to name everything you learned from the latest episode of The Android Show.
6 seconds.
We are so close to tribes in Europe. Please, someone just say for the Romans to gain this land and for the Romans to get this land. We just need. We're so close. The Roman Union expanded. Yes! Yes! Finally, we got rid of most of the tribes in. We got rid of the tribes in Europe. Let's go. Shut up. Android sucks. Get Apple. Killed by Android's latest. Alrighty then. This is what I like to see. Finally, the tribes are gone from a continent. I mean, technically they were already gone from Oceania, but like, you get what I mean. The Mongols would turn into Mongolia and would split into the Golden Horde of Mongolia, but the Golden Horde would be a puppet of Mongolia. Okay. Golden Horde. Actually, if we get rid of the little stars, you know what? I like this flag. Right, so Soviets are now the largest. Ottoman Republic expands east. Yes. The Arabian Union cannot be expanded anymore. We have expanded it so far. Right, can we make this, can we make the second stream, the stream where we get rid of all of the tribes? We genuinely can do this, come on. Just a few more pockets of land left, and we have done it. Yeah, get up, yeah, for bots. By the way, West African borders. I feel like we should have some more competition in Africa.
Claim £50 and deposit 20. Global Casinos, the home of the real casino.
Pretty sure that's how you spell it. Mozambique. Definitely not. Take care of this. Very good. Right, we genuinely need some more competition in Africa. Oh god, that's gonna look disgusting. Alright, alright. Oh, I do not like those borders. Oh, the Mongol Empire, no offense, but it like has some of the most ugly borders on the map. And it has beaten the tribes in size, so that's... At least it's that. Can you stop expanding in Africa? For bots. Give other people a chance in Africa, man. Please. They need this. Their mum is kind of homeless. Make US Congo. All of the Congos, don't we? US. Gonna make them DR Congo without the star.
Get up to 6 months half-price line rental on selected SIM-only plans. From just £5 a month in the ID Mobile Black Friday event. Now on.
Alright, I think I'm going to just make the next, I think I'm just gonna finish the borders in Africa. Because, like, honestly, there's barely any changes left. Rhodesia. I think I'm going to... Nah. Yeah. Alright. So I think, yeah, these two will again go to the Brits. Congo stays independent. And finally we have Cameroon. That's what Cameroon used to be called. I think I'm going to give Cameroon to the Germans like they originally had. Oh god, the lag. Too many puppets. We have so much puppets that we have lag. Our game is lagging from the amount of puppets we have. It is the most lag ever because of the puppets. And also the Soviets are trying to defeat Mongols. And lost. Very quickly. This doesn't look good for the Soviet Union, does it? I think you guys are gonna have to team up on the Mongols. Alright, the game is lagging so much. Can someone please start the decolonization era? Oh. Oh, that's a lot of land. What is this beautiful music blessing my ears? Oh, now you have the shit music. Burning my ears alive. You know, Trump would be proud of you, World of Horizon. Trump would be proud of you. Sudan fights for independence. You know, these Sudanese are really keeping me down. You know. Oh damn. These Sudanese are really annoying me, you know. These Sudanese keep losing because I am Donald Trump. Make this go viral. Pakistan and India go for independence. Right. This said F off. Technically they can do this. Wait, is India gonna do it? India gained independence! Oh my god, India gained independence. Go and get an actual colour on India. You're a part of the world now. There goes India. Off on their independence run. Pakistan's still a part of the UK. But India has the freedom. Free India! Free India! Pax India! Don't worry, you still have Pakistan. You still have Pakistan, you still have the other half. I say still having Pakistan as a dub. I don't think that helped. I think we still need nations to revolt. Can I unite all my colonies as I'm the United States? No, you can't unite them all into one. Because looking at this, you have one over here, one over here, one over here, here, and here. There wasn't actually one over here, I'm just trying. If you touch India, I'll personally come up to spell typhoon. The USSR protects Australia with their ships. Sudan goes for independence again. Damn, the Sudanese really like their independence movements. Do it! Oh wait, are they gonna do it? They did it! They did it! Sudan is free! Go and get your colour on. Sudan has finally did it. Oh my god. What was that decolonization like religion? The phonyism or whatever it's called, like, it's finally paid off, whatever it is called. And now, what is going to be the next part falling? We lost Sudan. We lost India. Is another part of the Bot's empire going to fall? Or is it going to be another nation that is colonized, like the US's colonies or Brazil's Angola? I don't think Sudan is a crown jewel necessarily. I would say Sudan is like just another colony. I think that Egypt, out of all of them, would be the other crown jewel. Australia and Egypt. Australia's one of the crown jewels. Are you kidding me? Theism, that's what it is. Alright. Let's see. Ivory Coast, I don't think Ivory Coast will win. Australia's gonna win, I think. Has Australia done it? Australia's independent! Australia is the crown jewel. Ivory Coast stays under the British. Oh my god. The crown jewel. The second crown jewel is gone. The Golden Horde declares independence. Can the Golden Horde do it? They didn't do it. The crazy thing is that it's only Bot's empire who's collapsing. I think it's because Bot has been around for so long, technically, that the empire is literally collapsing. Yeah, Wales isn't big enough to hold together. It's just like the real-life British Empire. They literally can't hold it together. So what are they gonna do? I don't know. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even think the Americans are going to be able to hold their empire together. Yeah, they lost their 3 crown jewels. They lost Canada ages ago. I mean, they still technically have some claims to Canadian lands, but the Quebecians and the Americans really want the claims. Let's see. Can the US Congo The US Congo literally died to the US. That's how strong they are compared to Wales. Why is it... Did I make this like that? Whatever. I'll fix it. Okay, so that's how much they really are. Currently, the Greater Welsh Colonial Empire still has the strongest empire. Brazil just barely behind, and these ones as well. The Americans don't even crack top 10 strongest. That kind of shocks me. American Union declares war on Mongolia. No, Mongolia! Damn it, the Mongols. Mongols about to lose everything. Oh, but no, I don't want... Actually, this kind of works out. No, I'm going to keep the puppets fighting because these ones actually make sense. Right. I'm sorry to say the Mongols won. And simply put, they're going to take a small chunk of Siberia. There's a reason why they don't take it all. Also going to take Aniu, and they're going to steal the puppet from the Americans. And they're going to go to China. And they're going to be like, hey, Qing Dynasty, you want to split up China? And the Queen is going to be like, well, of course. I know you're my enemy, but if I can become the real China, then I'll take it. You see, the modern world, it's all about being the real China. It's not about anything else. It's just about who is the real China. The Mongols are now great, strong empire. The Americans have failed. The British have failed. Everyone is failing to keep their empire strong. The UN is collapsing technically because it's only Britain, Ireland and the Soviets. And all of British colonies are leaving. Sits? The sun never sits? What? Yo! America just pulled a complete 180. Well, congratulations, Iceland. You are now independent. Congratulations, US Congo. You are now DR Congo. Congratulations, UAE, you're now independent. The only puppet they have now is Canada. Goodbye, Golden Horde. The Golden Horde is gone. The Golden Horde has become un-Mongol controlled. Yes, you are the only major colonial empire, I think. Let's look at the map. So, Siberia doesn't really count. Alaska is a colony of Mongolia. There's Ireland, who has a colony in Greenland. Oh yeah, there's still Spain and Finland, technically. Technically, Spain and Finland also still have, like, colonies around the world. That's the spirit, though. Yes, so the only colonies left in the world are owned by Mongolia, Ireland, Wales, Germany, Finland, and Spain and Brazil. But the ones that... But here's the thing. Brazil only has one colony, and Germany only has 2 colonies. Compared to Finland... Oh, and Ireland only has 1 colony. Mongolia only has 1 colony. Compared to Finland, Wales, and Spain, who have a bunch of colonies. Listen, us Americans are done with the war, and we're declaring isolationism. Listen, basically the entire world is entering decolonization. The Golden Horde has a communist revolution. Can we just agree that instead of a communist revolution, the Soviets invade the Golden Horde? I think that would make more sense. And the Soviets won. This causes the Golden Horde to be very weak. Yeah, very weak nation. But also, Iran oh, that's not Iran, that's owned by the Mongols. Iran returns. Not that big either.
Philip's Latte Go makes busy days easier for you. Enjoy cafe quality coffees from fresh beans at a single touch. With
Iran has returned.
So, no matter how busy you are, with Philip's Latte Go, it's never a bad time for good coffee.
Y-U-N-G. Young. So we're Queen and Young. The goal. Is the Welsh Empire over? Yeah, I think so. I would say the Welsh Empire's over. I think Wales is still a colonial power, they're just weaker because they lost their crown jewels. The American Union declares Canada as an independent nation, giving it back all of its territories. And the USA is now involved in what's called Northern Dues. But that weakens the Americans even more. And you want them free, allied. North, duos. So we have Northern duos and the UN, but the UN is collapsing. Like hard. Alright, New Zealand's gonna try and gain independence now. This is the exact kind of... you know what? If someone wants to, make a video, make a short of this, and it's like an edit with this music in the background, and make it so that it's just a thing where it's just every single nation over time just gaining their independence from bots. I want to see videos of that. That would be golden. Yeah, you're 2 weeks old out. New Zealand just, yeah. Touching for bot, AO. This is them now. Not very good. Wales, fight back, fight back. You're not. You're just not. You're just not, man. Yeah, you have Oceania. There's only one place you're left in. Well, there's more places, but at least you're left in. Yeah, we're gonna have to take you out of Africa next. Take the Brits out of the Africans. Take it out. Wow. Where have I seen this one before? Where have I seen this one before? No, you're supposed to fight to the death. Why I keep using that joke, damn it. Right, Russia's now in charge. The crazy thing is that by now I would be like, yeah, my nation's collapsing, I'm just gonna give all my colonies independence. I find it kind of interesting how much Fabot is actually trying to hold on to his land. And he keep it. He keeps it. He keeps Pakistan. Really, Fabot, giving someone territory. Maybe you could give your colonies independence as well as that. Wales is about to be out of Asia as well. They only have Myanmar, Pakistan and the Arabian Union. I'm only seeing this go inside of one way. Goodbye, colonism. Colonialism is ending. This is the end of the age of colonialism. And this is beginning of the age of, I don't know what this age is. Give me a name that I can give to this age. Egypt tries to gain independence. Did I just... Yeah, I gave Egypt independence. Damn it. There's supposed to be a puppet. Okay, we'll do it again. Alright. Peace. Peace. For bot. There goes your friend. They're so exquisite that they even decide to change their flag to our modern day one. In fact, actually, I can make this better. Boom. That's more in line with Sudan. Early modern times, I like that. By the way, we have been completely focusing on decolonization, while there's still just land here that hasn't been picked up by any nation. Like, can we focus on the tribes? When is World War I? We haven't had World War I yet. But I've got a feeling that Fabot is not going to do a good job in World War I. Because of all of this chaos. Your first colony for bot. You know, for bot. Why don't you just give up by now? How many times have I said for bot this stream? How many times, actually? But no, genuinely, I would just give up. Wait, yeah, you've been losing your crowns. Your crown is falling for bot and you can't chin up. I mean, you know it's really bad when the Soviets have collapsed and now the UN is literally just a UK island and their colonies. That's when you know it's gotten bad. Now remember, the stream ends once all of the tribes are gone. We're so close. It's a world war even possible since we're so uncoordinated. Pakistan will try again for independence. Wait, why does... I now just feel bad for bot. He's trying so hard, man. And he's keeping Pakistan. If he knows anything, he can keep Pakistan. Hello, Dan Am official. Brazil expands further into unclaimed land, clashing with the car. Not yet. No, not yet. The Africa one. You mean? Oh yeah. Central American Republic declares war on Brazil. By the way, I don't think World War is going to be possible for a while. Right, Brazil wins. Peace treaty. You know this, you know this. Very simply, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Ontario. What's Ontario? What was Ontario? Is that this? Yeah, that's that. Alright. We still have oil from the Iranian Union. Young attack the Golden Horde. Okay, that's a good peace treaty. We annex Guiadani. Attempt. Alright, so Uruguay. Where is Uruguay? Alright, so they're now part of Brazil, and they are going to try and attempt a colony. They're going to attempt a colony. I'm going to pick the colony in Oceania. What am I doing with my life, mate? Okay, so New Guinea has been puppeted. So colonialism is still happening. Countries are still trying to colonialize. Right. Yeah, that didn't last long. Car expands south. Can you not say car? It's making me so confused with the actual car in real life. Can you call it like Central R? Or CA Republic? Mongols attack Qing for the second time. We haven't had a lot of lore in a while. Can anyone think of some lore?
Discover great stuff in the Oak Furniture Land Black Friday sale. Now
Brazil alongside Aussie and Kiwi land creates sunblock to counter US influence.
Our lungs are burning.
Yes, our lungs are burning. Thank you for that great information. Alright, now shut up. Oh yeah, what's up, St. Lucia? Southern Bloc. The Southern Bloc, yes, yes. By the way, welcome back, St. Lucia. My Great Welsh never set. Still, US are pretty darn influential. Some fights for independence. Yeah, they really want independence. Yes, they do. And you know what Fabot says when Pakistan wants in? He simply says NO. As you can see right there, that instance of him saying NO worked. Yeah, you wish you a peaceful continent? The Russians are tired of revolutions and create a core to prevent more rebellions. What actually is a core, IRL? Brazil law, Brazil would actually fall into a bloody civil war that caused the nation split. Let's just say that the revolution is communist, because we already tried a Brazilian communist revolution last stream, so this will make it easy.
Add a good pinch of generosity. Yeah, you keep stirring until you get a thick and homogeneous jus of time and people. And taste it.
Some block by now, Aussie block renamed to a word of the world restoration, and it would aim to get all of South America. Right.
Will they ever meet? What are the chances? Close. No. All right, Carol. She doesn't even know.
This really is a bloody civil war. I can make a core city, but I do want to have the revolutions ready for future. Just don't do as many revolutions. Pakistan loves and hates me. Yeah, it does. Quebec is invited to the Northern Duos. Its economy crashed. Northern Trios. This is now the Northern Trios. The bloody civil war's still going on, and it seems like the communists will win. Collapse into various states. Again, I can't do various states right now, so I'll just add the Brazilian Restoration Union. Brazilian Rest or a Union. Brazilian Restoration Union. Why can't I say it? Yeah, I know, lag. What would the Restorationist Union look like? I actually like that. I like that a lot. Right, it's now a freeway. Oh, the Restorationists collapsed. How are the regular Brazilians still somehow alive? You know, this civil war's been going on for so long. You think they're gone now. Yeah, I think we forgot about Mongolia because of this war. This war was so insane that we just forgot about Mongolia.
At Curry's, every Black Friday deal is out. Save £50 on his Higher X Series 5 10-kilo washing machine. And if the price goes lower during Black Friday, you can claim back the difference.
Alright, that land down there's gone. It's close. It's really getting close.
Near, far, and everything in between. AccuView multifocal contact lenses. Book your appointment today.
Who's gonna do it? Why are these guys still fighting? Okay, while we wait, does anyone like have any things like about, you know, the Welsh collapsing? How many times? This civil war is gonna go on forever, innit? I mean, it is a bloody civil war. Oh, why is it collapsed so fast? Why is it always collapsed so fast? Oh, Brazil. Oh, Brazil. I know you have a slight chance, but I think you're gonna collapse. Just a hint. Just a hint. I think you're gonna collapse. They're in the goddamn walls and stuff. Oh. Are we kidding me? Again with the internet. I'm convinced this internet has a vendetta against me. Mongols would pay support from Mali and Pakistan to gain independence. Okay, they're back again. Alright. Finally something. Mali is in a civil war. And Pakistan again.
One of the ways we're taking care of things.
Life's real, serious, and beautiful.
Yeah, I know. How? How did the central government win the civil war? Hell yeah, good song. No, no, no. You see, which has my stream on it, then the stream will just auto end. See, I'm being smart here. I'm being smart. Yeah, you lost Marley. Alright. Guys, rapid fire. We need every single bit of unclaimed land colonized or owned by a country now. Rapid fire it. Everyone rapid fire on the side of unclaimed land. We must get the tribes out of here. All tribes out. None left. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that and that and that and that. I'm just clicking places now. So much of the world has been colonized. We can colonize the world, boys. So let's do it. Let's get it done. Alright then, just give it to a nation. Do something with the land. Let's get rid of those damn tribes. Well, we know what's going to happen with Pakistan. They're going to lose. I'm not sure about Vietnam, though. Maybe the Namis win, maybe they lose. Okay, so it turns out Nam is not as good as there were in our timeline, and they're still Finnish. And it turns out that, well, simply Pakistan also does bad in this timeline, and is still British. Brazil makes a colony in Mexico. But Mexico's right here. Why is my man so addicted to... Why is my man so damn addicted to Brazil? Boys, come on. It's simple as just giving the Spanish colony of Mexico all this. Giving, like, Florida, Cuba. Creating, like, a Peru. And giving these lands here. And even, like, giving the Finnish East Indies these nice islands. So close, we have to do it, come on. Alright, we have to. We are so close. Yo. Tish East Indies. So we have the Finnish East Indies and we have the British East Indies. If I do this and watch me cook with the flag. Gonna add a bit of English influence in there. I could add a bit of Wales. Why did I name it the British East Indies? Welsh. One from while it's gone. We are trying to fill out the map and then we'll end the stream. We literally just got like South America and Mexico left. Yeah, I know, I forgot. Wait, why are they actually cracked? Why are they actually doing good? Oh my god. Another one of these we're doing, are we? Finally, car expands west. Alright, cars expand west. The tribes, we're so close. Oh, the Restoration Union, I think they're gonna win. Unless the central government just does something wild. I think it's pretty obvious. USA declares war on Florida. I thought you were all about peace. What has Florida been doing that makes you, like, end peacefulness with them? Oh, the central government's doing that weird thing again. CA Republic's gone. California's gone. Oh, are you talking about... Oh yeah, you're talking about central. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. You know, I'll do it to that most recent one because I think that one makes more sense. And I think, yeah, we know what's gonna happen. I want to remove the mountains. This is not like you just get a remove land. I'm not allowed to remove land inside of thing. Also, that ruins the whole thing, you know. The whole religion is then gone. Why does the central government always just survive, damn it? Alright, now we literally just got, like, Ecuador and Mexico. Oh, the one acting as a blockade of Brazil. Just for this, just because it's actually kind of annoying. Oh, and now you've just made the Brazilians, like, super strong. How the hell does Brazil just never die? We still have Ecuador and Mexico to colonize, by the way. Who's gonna get this land and who's gonna get up here? Well, we know who's going to die. CR. What's CR? There's no more colonizing. I just want to get these damn porters finished so we can end the stream. And then we can do another one soon. I don't know what the CR is. Oh, Central American Republic. Gotcha. These are some very weird borders. Alright, literally all we have is these islands and Cuba. Come on. 2 centimeters of land left. Centimeters, basically. Not even meters, centimeters. Centimeters. Cuba, those islands. We then done. I wonder who's going to get Cuba, actually. I'm actually curious. Florida, Hispaniola, or Mexico? I mean, if it's either Hispaniola or Mexico, either one, it's going to help Spain. Oh god, this is reminding me of the original Brazilian colony when they just started. The beginnings. Gotta go? Okay. Florida takes Cuba. Too late. I'll make US take Hawaii. And all these islands. What is this? Get rid of that. Why do you hate Florida so much? Is it the men there? Is it the Florida men? I'm not even going to change the borders, honestly. All tribes are gone except on the McDonald's Islands. That will be where we preserve the tribes. And finally, the Brazilian Civil War is over. The Welsh haven't set yet. It could still happen next stream. Right. Let's see. What are the top of everything? The top 5 areas go to number 1, Young. Number 2, Russia. Number 3, Canada. Number 4, the American Union. And number 5, Australia. max area in history goes to young, the American Union, Canada, the Soviet Union, which is dead, and Russia. The oldest is Egypt, Greater Welsh Colonial Empire, the tribes, the Angolians, and the Colombians. In gold, it's the Greater Welsh Colonial Empire, Spanish Empire, Finland, and Brazil Restorian Union. Then we have Ethiopia, Golden Horde, Finnish East Indies, and Cameroon, who have the highest income. The top 3 alliances are the Northern Trios, the UN, and the Southern Bloc. And yeah. And here it is. The map we're ending off part 2 with. What a crazy map. Compare this map to the last map. It's wild. Oh look, and 100 views perfectly. Ironic. Anyways, chat, I think you get it. It's time to end the stream. So, simply one word I always say. Bye, chat.